Welcome back everybody to another video today. Time for the balance post from the 7th of August. There you go. The adjustment, the tactical landscape is constantly shifting and a new wave of priority adjustments is on the way. Wolverine Rage gains aggressive momentum. Moon Knight is bouncing his sharp pointy things with more style. And Penny Parker's control is getting a little less sticky. And first we got the Vanguards. For Devil Dinosaur, our Berserk pal is beefing up his bite and making a bigger splash when he teams up. Increase maximum health percentage damage by the 4 attacks of Frenzy Feast from 5 to 8 and the 5th attack from 10 to 5 to 12. So he gets more damage and it's more percent damage, so more he's gonna be shredding your tanks a bit more with this from 5 to 8, a 3% increase and a 2% increase. So that's, I don't know, that's like a 5% in total. That's a lot of damage that's gonna add up over time. When selecting the team up with Jeff the Land Shark, increase Surf and Turf maximum duration from 4 to 5 seconds and the healing effect on allies from 40 to 60. Yeah, okay, overall that seems pretty decent. Yeah, so he's gonna be doing more damage to the tanks, he's gonna be doing more healing. That's pretty good. We got Doctor Strange. The Sorcerer Supreme is manifesting more mystical unations and spinning Maelstorms even faster than the Green Goliath. Increased Dagger of Danak single hit damage from 16 to 18 and the projectile charges from 10 to 12. When selecting team up of Hulk, it reduced Gamma Maelstrom cooldown from 8 seconds to 6. Okay, yeah, because people kept complaining that it was 2 seconds longer. Overall, you get less damage because you have to wait 6 seconds. So if you want to pop it on cooldown, in theory, you're getting less damage overall throughout the entirety of all fights. Added up to the suit team up, which has CC, right? It pulls people in, it can mess up their movements, it gives them more shield, it gives Doctor more shields, and you know, it just seemed like the overall better team up because he didn't have to wait an extra 2 seconds. Yeah, so overall he's gonna be doing more damage because it's gonna be doing 2 more damage per every one of those projectile that he throws out, and it's gonna go 12. His ammo count is gonna go up to 12, so you're gonna be doing more damage. And with the Maelstrom team up for Gamma, he's gonna be able to just do more damage overall and actually keep up with the suit team up. We'll see how that works out for him. Yeah, next we got Magneto. The Master of Magnetism is adding a little extra lift to his offensive strikes when channeling chaos. When selected the team up with Scarlet Witch, enhanced effects, it's only the enhanced effect, metallic chaos projectile hit now adds a minor launch up effect to enemies. He gets a knock up now. That's gonna be more. And so it's not gonna be his right click or his mag cannon. It's just gonna be this chaos sword that he projects now. I'm not entirely sure actually, because the name of the team up is metallic chaos, unless it means both of them, like the sword and the mag cannon. I guess the enhanced is gonna do both of them, but not sure. Interesting. So we're gonna see how that works out. We got Penny Parker. This is the big one. They say they changed her. Spider's core plating gets a minor adjustment to sync with the new team up system, while Penny recalibrates her web shooters for a fair fight. Dev note: we are slightly weakening Penny's control and survivability. In particular, the immobilize effect applied by her cybernet snare was too frequent and oppressive, leading to a poor counter experience for her enemies. We decided to increase the cost of applying this control, but in return we will also increase the freedom of her secondary fire. Remove the direct immobilize effect upon hitting enemy with the cyberweb snare. The new effect now applies a stack of web tracer and a 30% slow effect for 1 second. The web tracer lasts for 5 seconds. If the enemy with a web tracer is hit by the snare again, they will be immobilized for 0.7 of a second. Just cyber web snare to be a charge based ability with a maximum of 2 charges. Oh, she gets 2 of them. So at least, okay, so they added it so you get a slow, but if you get hit again, you get the stun. So you have to hit 2 for 2. That's gonna make it harder for many people to land both of them consistently, unless you're like a god at Penny. You know, that's, yeah. I mean, I guess they kind of gave her the stun back, but it is a bit nerfed. I think it was 1 second. I could be wrong, and reduce the bonus health cap provided to Penny by cyberwebs from 200 to 150. I don't know, I kind of feel like we should have just gave her 2 charges and one gets, you know, a slow after, but it's okay. This from 850 health to I guess 800 should be fine. But next we got Rogue. The Southern Belle is absorbing the hits and keeping her defense sturdier under fire. Increase the damage reduction multiplier while in defense stance from 55% damage to 60% damage. Increase the regenerative shield capacity from 250 to 275. I think that's fine. So she's gonna be getting a bigger shield to hopefully defend, and the damage reductions are gonna go up more. So she's gonna be blocking more damage. So she'll be able to tank a bit more, especially ultimates with this shield of hers, without being too heavily punished for it. But next we got Venom. We are reeling in the symbiote's ravenous resilience, since sure he has to swing with a bit more strategy because he's unkillable most of the time if you're a good Venom. Reduce the bonus health provided by symbiotic resilience from 120% of lost health to 110% of lost health. That's 10%. It's not that much, but with a tank that is it could be a lot. Increase Venom swing cooldown from 8 seconds to 10 seconds. Ooh, so they're making it so you're gonna have to choose a bit more strategically or be more careful when you're swinging in or out. Most Venoms will swing out, so like you're not gonna be able to go in right away because you're not gonna have your escape card the whole time, and you're gonna be getting less bonus health. So essentially they kind of made him more killable, where they reduce his, I guess, his downtime, but he can still stick to walls most of the time. So I don't think that swing change is going to do much. The resilience is going to affect him a little bit. For the duelist, we got Black Panther first. Oh god, already taking this man's fun away. T'Challa is pulling slightly back on his elemental ferocity to better conserve his royal energy. That's one way to put it. When selecting the team up with Storm, reduce the area damage to enemies from 40 to 30. Increase the cooldown from 12 seconds to 15 seconds. Either way, I don't think there's going to be enough. People are still going to complain. You're still going to die a lot of Panther. Like a good Panther's already getting in close most of the time. Staying in close and getting out properly. And then that 3-second cooldown is not anything big, you're just waiting for it. That was a bit of a super kill combo because people are unable to humanly react to it because it was so quick. It's okay. They're trying to make sure that he can still have fun for the BPs, but also not completely gut him. But everybody else is not having fun because it's kind of hard to react to. Next we got Cyclops. Scott optic blasts are bouncing back faster and blasting harder when Gambit hands him an ace. If people weren't really using the Gambit team up, is what my understanding of it was. Use cooldown reduction provided to ricochet force per optic blast hit from 0.15 a second to 0.25 a second. When selecting the team up with Gambit, increase the concussive beam attack frequency boost from 10% to 15%. So he's gonna be bouncing more with his ricochet. The more he hits his primary fire, his optic blast, from 10 to 15, he's gonna just be doing more damage. It was barely noticeable before, but maybe this might change. I'm gonna bring him back a bit. People said after that first patch or that first nerf, he kind of got gutted, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see if it affects him at all. Next, we got Elsa Bloodstone. The Monster Hunter's Trap are slightly less monstrous when pairing up with her favorite prehistoric pal. When selecting a team with Devil Dino, reduce the health of an activated Smoky Snare Trap from 100 to 50 and its control duration from 1.5 seconds to 1.2 seconds. If they see it, they'll be able to shoot it quicker and kill it right away with maybe most, if not any, shot or projectile. But also now you're gonna be stuck in there less time. You're gonna be just immobilized less, so you're not gonna be just standing there with like your finger up here, and now you'll be able to hopefully get out. I think the radius maybe should have been touched on a bit, but that's okay. You have Hela. When selecting the team up with Namor, reduce undead monstro single hit damage from 15 to 10. She's gonna be doing less damage whenever she gets a squid. Every time she gets a kill, or if you even get the enhanced version and the ultimate, like, is gonna be doing a lot of damage if she's spawning a lot of squids. So I don't think that's going to do much to Hela. For Moon Knight, Khonshu's avatar leaps with greater grace and his crescent darts retain more lunar lethality on the bounce. Adjust crescent dart and moonblade bounce damage decay from 30 to 20 per bounce. When selecting the team up with Cloak and Dagger, reduce Luminous Moon cooldown from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. Base effect, increase dash duration from 0.3 to 0.35 seconds and dash distance from 12 meters to 15 meters. And the enhanced effect, Moon Knight gains a 3-second healing effect of 20 health per second after leaving the phase state. Yeah, he's gonna get 60 health in total if he actually gets all 3 of them without being hit. Yeah, he's gonna get less damage on his primary, so I don't know. So essentially they're gonna make his dash the enhanced version. You increase the dash when you got the team up enhanced with the Cloak and Dagger to 15 meters as opposed to 12. So he's gonna get it overall in general. He picks that team up. Next we have Phoenix. Gene Cosmic Detonation are sparkling brighter, especially when a certain southern bell is around. Increase the damage dealt when detonating sparks from 35 to 40, and increase the area damage from 12 to 15. When selecting the team up with Rogue, increase telekinetic beat down damage from dealt from 45 to 55. 15 more damage from 5 here to 10 here in total if she has Rogue. Overall, she's getting a buff in general to her base kit, so also with Rogue, she's gonna be doing more damage. So she might be more scary if she teams up with Rogue now. But next we have Wolverine. Logan is tapping into his rage harder and carrying the animalistic fury along through the fray. Berserker rage adjustment, increase rage gain per hit taken from 5 to 8, and adjust rage K timer from starting after 4 seconds of no rage gain to after 5 seconds. At maximum rage, reduce K rate from 15 seconds to 10 seconds. He's gonna get more rage in general as he takes hits. The timer is gonna start after 5 seconds, so he's gonna be able to stay there a bit longer, just a little wee bit longer, and then when he's full rage, he's going to be able to stay there longer because it's going to be decaying. And so he'll be able to build it up a bit back faster because it's not going down as much. So I don't know. That's not much, but it's going to make Wolverine a bit more viable. He's going to be able to do more damage, get his passive back up. He's going to be able to do more percent damage and everything. So, interesting. I'm not entirely sure why they did this one. I guess because his pick numbers are down and nobody's picking him. But I wonder how this affects his team up. It might be more scarier with his team up with Cyclops. So, alright, next we got Scarlet Witch. The Witch of Wogdogor. Unpredictable chaos magic gains a measure of arcane stability when she allies with the Sorcerer Supreme. When selecting the team up with Doctor Strange, a base effect, the ability has 8-second cooldown and 8 seconds duration. When activated, Chthonian Burst is replaced with Mystic Burst, allowing magic missiles to be fired freely with no energy costs. And the enhanced effect becomes a toggle type ability. When toggled on, Mystic Burst replaces Chthonian Burst, allowing magic missiles to be fired freely with no energy costs. So she can be able to turn it on and off as opposed to having consistent dot damage over time. She's going to be able to consistently dot damage and then boom, burst it out. Like tanks and DPS and pressure them and then be able to finish them off with like a burst from her Chthonian Blast. Yeah, it might make Wanda a bit more scary. She's going to have more uptime. She's going to select when she wants it too. So that's going to be interesting. This enhanced effect is going to be really devastating for a lot of people. Next, we got the strategist, Gambit. Remy is playing a steadier hand when shifting the battlefield with his magnetic rival. When selecting the team up with Magneto, adjust the launch up frequency of the spell effects from 0.5 seconds to 1 second. No, this is actually, this is a nerf actually. They're not going to be launching up they're going to be launching up every second, so it's going to be less time for them to be launched up. Next for Jubilee. Jubilation is packing slightly more punch and pop into her radiant, sparkling fireworks. Increase energy plasma single hit damage from 10 to 11, and single hit healing from 14 to 15. They're slightly tweaking this girl because she hasn't been nerfed, I don't think, but yeah, this is just her primary, so she's going to be doing more damage and healing more. I'm not sure this affects technically her team up with the Hood, because I know he is going to be coming out. She's going to be hitting much harder. I do think that's going to be a permanent effect with the Hood coming out, but she'd be hitting harder and healing a little bit more, just ever so slightly. It's one, but again, overall, all the times it hits in the match or in the game is going to add up over time a lot. So next we got Loki. The god of stories is hurling his magic armaments with the tighter speed and precision. Increase mystical missile projectile speed from 100 meters a second to 120 meters a second. That's his primary fire. He's just going to be able to heal a bit more quicker and do damage a little bit more faster. Projectile speed can really mess up a lot of people. It changed with I believe Namor and Moon Knight a few times, so just imagine how that was after the changes. Not a big change, but it will add up over time. It will heal you will heal more and do damage more technically over a match. So and lastly, we have White Fog. Amy Han is stepping fully into the spotlight, unleashing the Kumiho to instantly brace her allies with supernatural favor. Reduce the energy cost. Kumiho Unleashed, the ultimate ability, from 48 to 43. After casting, automatically applies the Blessed by the 9 effect to all allies within 10-meter radius for 3 seconds. More ultimates because it takes less energy to charge, and she's going to be able to give you more continuous healing, lifesteal, and unstoppable for 3 seconds within 10 radius. So this might do something for it. I don't think it's going to bring her back. A lot of people aren't playing her, but like it actually might do a lot for us to make her a bit more sustainable. Overall, those are the patch notes. I don't think they're gonna be doing a lot of adjustments to the base kits or the heroes, at least not for a while, but there are a lot of adjustments to make to these people's kits in general because of all these team ups. So I'm glad to see that they're trying to do a mix of both, but it is going to be more messier patches in the future, I'm sure, because of the team up overhaul that they did. More stuff to play with, more stuff to test out and adjust to and adapt to. So hopefully, you know, I know a lot of people keep getting upset and complaining, maybe me because I don't really have a main, I just play wherever I want, but I'm enjoying it. I'm glad they're doing stuff. I'm glad they're changing. It keeps everything a little bit more fresh, especially with the hood. He's gonna be shredding a lot of people. He's gonna be a menace when he comes out. So yeah, stay tuned if you guys want to see more hood gameplay. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. You know, do all that like, subscribe, YouTube, TikTok, all that fun jazz, especially if you want to see more, because once that hood comes out, whoo, we're gonna be WEPA everywhere, boy. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Sayonara.